And this is what I would like to tell.
NPP Supremo and Chief Minister Congress Sangma has maintained that the vote share of NPP has gone up, and VPP, in fact, which has not performed as well in MP election, because MP election, all the 29 constituencies, the VPP got good vote share, but this time 17.
I think it would be better if you check and cross-check the data. The data speaks it clear that we are still very much ahead. We have the highest number of vote share in KHADC region, where our vote share is 37% and NPP is 25%. That means we are 12% ahead of NPP. And in Giant Hills, NPP is having the highest vote share with just 1% more than us. They are having 32 and we are having 31 vote share. So comparing the vote share of the regional party, VPP has secured the highest vote share even in this election. And as you know, we cannot perform well in Giant Hills because of the reasons that I have explained. Had it been that the Giant people, the people living in Giant Hills get the same opportunity like the people in KHADC, we would have even captured the EC in Giant Hills.
But compared to MP election, has the vote share gone up or down?
That is the reason. No, the people could not, because this is a local election. So there's a local factor also.
It is nothing surprising. It was palpable, it was foreseeable, and it is just a reflection of the pulse of the people. You see, any election, the outcome is a reflection of what the people are speaking. People have spoken, you have seen it, and it's before us.
Well, do you see that because
Then I take this opportunity and privilege here to congratulate all the parties who have at least ensured the victory of their respective candidates. And also I would like to convey my, something from my heart, that all those parties who have drawn blank, they should do more homework and work harder and reconnect with the people.
well, rise of VPP, we have seen that parties like BJP Congress has drawn nil, and in fact the vote share of NPP was they got only 4 seats. That is also not satisfactory performance. So do you think that rise of VPP is a warning bell for these parties?
See, you have to ask this question. This question must be directed towards the leaders of these parties. Yeah. But at the same time, I think the most important message that this election provides for everybody, the citizens, the leaders, not just for the people of the state of Meghalaya, but for all across the region and across the nation, is that the political dynamics are changing, and that's why you see for the first time in the history of Congress drawing a blank. And other parties drawing a blank. But the most important part is that you are talking about district council election when the government of the day is in power. There is a government. It is not an election where you have the simultaneous election of the KHADC and the assembly election. This is specifically election revolving around the constitution of the House in respect of both the KDCs. Congress drawing blank, but most important part is the party in power with all everything under their command. A political party which has also demonstrated, their usual modus operandi, wherein they have landed up abusing, authorities, abusing their power in the time of election to ensure the victory of their own constituency, including various powers. You name them, you will know them. in spite of that, they have drawn only 4. That's a bigger question. You have to ask them why they have drawn this kind of, it's almost like a blank, So this is something which should wake up the leaders of those political parties which is in the government and remind them of their failure in responding to their call of duty pertaining to various challenges confronting the people, confronting the state, particularly the youth. Today, as you look at and analyze the outcome of the election, you will see that majority of the votes which gravitated towards VPP are the youth. Lack of employment. When I say lack of employment, it is a challenge for every government. For successive government, it will always remain as a challenge. Creating job opportunities, providing spaces for employment for all the aspiring job seekers. But what is important is the government of the day doesn't even bother to fill up the vacancies, fill up the existing vacancies which are vacancies due to retirement, due to promotion, or due to sometimes the premature demise of the employees. Thousands of government jobs left unfilled, Recruitment process. Last time we had a State Security Commission meeting. So, in the meeting collectively decided that the whole recruitment to fill up the vacancies in police department must be completed by March. Is it going to be completed by March? That is the decision, which can be taken as an assurance for the commission. So the failure after failure, these are something which revolves around just the usual tendency, like a reflex reaction to when issues are brought before and the authorities are confronted, the policymakers are confronted, the CM is confronted with the issue. They're very prompt in reply, giving you hope, but then at the same time, the actions are just contrary to what is the expected outcome of the promises. Now, forget about creation of new jobs. Do you find creation of new jobs? You're talking about promotion of entrepreneurship. Our people have, to a great extent, we must congratulate all those budding entrepreneurs who are exploring the possibilities given the potentiality that the state provides, the region provides. We must understand that Meghalaya, despite being a small state, you are privileged to have access to more than 1 billion population for market. That's the strength that we have. That's the advantage. So, therefore, the kind of support, the kind of ecosystem which is required to ensure that spaces are created both within the government and outside the government. You cannot depend only on the success stories of individuals. Those ambitious, young men and women of the state. But you also have to show that, okay, simultaneously, this is what we can provide in the government sector, and this is the space we are creating outside the government sector. Depriving the people of having access to these job vacancies is something which I would like to condemn, and the government must do justice to fulfill the aspirations of the people based on the potentiality that the state has.
Coming to Garo, can we expect a similar pattern in KHADC?
Well, election is 1 year from now. We should be having KHADC election by, last time we had in the month of April. So by next April, April next year, we should be expecting the election if we are looking at the usual 5-year term. And you'll see how things unfold.
But we have the same parties. You have the Trinamool, Congress. Is there any thinking?
You will have to wait and see how political landscape unfolds.
In MP election, we have seen that how Congress wave was everywhere. Do you think that in coming days, in district council election too, Congress can make an impact?
See, I will not comment on these things. You have to know what were the political dynamics at that point of time. The sole intention of the people of Garo Hills was then, during the time of MP election, to ensure that the people are able to get rid of, or rather dislocate the continuity of the earlier regime. Okay? That was the sole intention. Come what may, let us prioritize this as number one priority. Replace the sitting MP. Replace the sitting MP belonging to a political party which is in government and which has failed to demonstrate their true commitment towards the welfare of the people. The lip service notwithstanding, the actions were just opposite. So therefore, the result of the people, you could see, you could see the wave. The wave is a result of the whole in-depth, complications which is associated with politics, which revolves around, the resolve of the people to see that, okay, there must be a change. So it was a resolve to ensure a change after such a long, long time. You will remember, since 1977, irrespective of to which different political parties they contested, from the same family, they have been somehow getting elected, re-elected, again and again. So people wanted to put an end to that. That is the outcome. Okay. Okay. So I will not comment further. You have to read between the lines. Okay.
So we have seen the VPP has projected itself as the only alternative for the people in Italia. Can you see that this is possible?
You see, I used to watch football match. There are different players, different star players, and also when somebody is playing in the playground, the best player will be drawing the attention. But when other players also enter, then they will also draw the same attention. I put it that way.